Leo. Oh. Okay, right now I see you going through somewhat of a tower moment. This does not need to be like terrible, but you might have been noticing like a lot of disruption in your home life, in your work-life balance. I'm kind of getting that like you at one point saw a future for yourself in some way, and something, maybe many things, shifted very quickly and you didn't anticipate that. So I see this tower moment is happening because this is sort of like, I wasn't expecting this, and now something that I thought was real is crashing down. My reality in front of me is crashing down. And now I see you in the challenge position, the Three of Wands. It's like you don't see a way forward necessarily right now, or it seems very murky and unclear where to direct your energy now. So whatever this was, if this was like a person you saw yourself building life with, or a job that you had committed a lot of time to, and now things are shifting to a point where you need to go somewhere else, fill in the blank, whatever resonates with you, Leo. But it seems like because this has changed so drastically, now you don't know where you're going. And I see you going through like an ego death, a complete rebirth, a purge. And I don't know that this needs to be negative necessarily. This might actually feel very liberating at the same time as it feeling uncomfortable, or even there is probably some grief tied into. I would say you were forced to address some things that had been put on the back burner for a while. Emotions, truths that you hadn't been facing. And I'm sorry, this is like super direct, so I'm not trying to like make you uncomfortable or call you out, but like what I'm getting is you're really forcing yourself, or you're being forced to face a shadow aspect of yourself. And shadow, we all have them, and we all have to at one point address them to move forward so we can evolve. And you're being moved through some really turbulent evolution right now, and it's a lot. So have compassion for yourself, because that's challenging and exhausting. There are a lot of emotions tied in there. We just went through the spring equinox, so there's like newness tied into this rebirth too. So it's like, I don't know why I just did that with my hand. But it's a lot of changes happening, and I think you're really just trying to catch up. In the past, I saw that you felt really grounded, sure of yourself, like you were building something that felt solid. And whatever this was that shifted was not expected. So I see you now in this reflection mode, like what the heck? Like what all just happened, and why am I here in this position now where I'm not? I was here and I was building and it was great, and now that's all gone. I'm getting that this was like a career, or this is like a major career change. Maybe due to illness, maybe due to moving or needing to move. It could also be a relationship, like a specific person that you thought you could build something with. And it might have had work tied into it too. Take what resonates, but I'm getting that it could be just like it's tied to a lot of your security and things that make you feel whole. And part of this rebirth is about remembering that you are completely whole without XYZ. Like you, yourself, Leo, are whole, and it's uncomfortable to face the shadow aspects of yourself, but you are so powerful and strong, and standing up to some of these narratives you've been following that are false is intimidating. But that's where that liberation comes in, when it's highlighted how you've been subscribing to something that makes you feel so insecure and so angry. This repressed anger inside has been keeping you small, and when it finally comes to the surface, there's some relief in that. But then it's like, okay, what do I do now? I got to deal with it. So you're in your mind right now thinking about this, and it's led to a lot of inner conflict, a lot of almost like self-limiting beliefs, like, why am I like this? Why does this always happen to me? I think you were feeling really good about yourself previously because you had worked so hard to get yourself out of the trenches. And this might be a recurring theme of building something and then it crashes down unexpectedly. And you're like, why me? Why me, and why am I in this chaos again? I got myself out, I did the work, I thought I did the work, But there's a missing element here. Here's you, self-preservation mode, working so hard to be moving, moving, moving. But with this, there's this fire element and there's exhaustion on this person's face. And you're exhausted from all the things that had been accumulating over time. It's like part of it was addressed, but others weren't. The emotional component was not addressed. And now you're left with this exhaustion and this not expecting the shakeup too. Like there's this disbelief that so much has changed in such a short span of time. And also like how did I get here? And why am I so tired? And how do I get out of this? I'm so tired. Vicious cycle. And I feel like you might feel like you're kind of on your own too. I see you in the Seven of Swords. Sorry, Seven of Wands. Wow, Seven of Swords. You might be keeping this to yourself. Seven of Swords is about secrecy. But I see you in this almost defensive energy, like guarding your resources, guarding your time, but also not really letting anybody in on what's going on internally. And maybe because I said Seven of Swords, it might not be like you're being aggressive towards people. It might just be like you're very emotionally blocked, guarded from other people, and not sharing what's on your mind. I do see that you really want to connect with others. You want there to be this happiness and lightness again. And that's coming, Leo, that is coming. This is just a temporary shift, and I'm not trying to minimize this situation by any means. I know that this is exhausting, but this is coming again, and this will come again. The happiness and this joy that you're wanting and this connection that you're wanting is available. The situation you're going through, yes, is very intense. Don't let yourself miss out on genuine connection with people who are reaching out and trying to care for you and trying to connect with you. So Spirit's asking you to be more forthcoming about what's been on your mind, what's been on your plate. And feel free to share the load with people that you know would carry some of this for you. Not to dump it on them, but share it because they care about you and they want to know what's going on. And Leo, I'm finding that if you are willing to connect in this way, in a more vulnerable way, you're going to be recognized for all your hard work. You're going to be recognized for all the changes taking place. I think people are going to start seeing that there are major changes happening. And if you're afraid of sharing your emotions with people because you don't want to burden them, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think people will be grateful you did share, and they're going to see you fully. Like Leo is really working at like reinventing themselves and moving forward, and they're so good at carrying so much at once and not even showing their pain or not even showing how stressed they feel. I think people are going to be very impressed with the duality of you, how hardworking you are and powerful you are, but also how sensitive and emotional and how much you feel. It's like this beauty, this mix of beauty that people don't oftentimes get to see. And I think people will really respect that about you if you're able to open up and share that. So I'm going to get you one more card here. Just any advice for you going forward here, Leo. See the Nine of Pentacles. This is great. This is really good. And I was talking about like you're completely whole without anyone else, without anything else being your identity. It's like this is you, Leo. You are authentic in who you are. You're just showing up as yourself and not hiding behind something big and extravagant. It's talking about letting all of the things that you thought built your status go so that you can just show up as your kind, bold, powerful, hardworking self and let the world see all sides, all angles of you, and standing in this authenticity and this individuality and confidence. So Spirit's really asking a lot of you right now during this rebirth, but you're doing such a great job and things are going to get so much better. So take care of yourself, Leo. Have compassion for yourself, and I will see you next time.